All right, welcome back to the Maximum Lawyer Podcast. I'm Tyson Mutrix. Jim is on assignment. We've got Jordan Ostroff with LegalEase Marketing, but you also practice law too, still, I think. Jordan,
Sorta.
what's going on, buddy? How you doing?
Not much, man. I'm lined up. I got a golf lesson coming up when we're done with this, and I figured Joey Vitale was going before me with some great production value, so I needed something to bring to the table.
Well, you know what's great is yours is gonna come out before his because we lost connection after 3 minutes. So we're gonna re-upload his, and then yours will actually be first. So you get to lead off on this bad boy.
All right, there we go. I'm excited.
So what we're doing is we're talking about the topics of all of our speakers. We're gonna have all of our speakers come on and at least tease their topic. So do you want to tell people what your topic is?
Sure. So I'll be talking about the 7 essential questions of marketing. So 7 questions you should ask yourself and then answer before any marketing efforts, so that hopefully you too can be playing golf on Tuesday afternoons instead of stuck at the office.
I love it. So why did you come up with this topic? Like, what was the reason that you came to this one?
So obviously we've been working with a lot of attorneys across the whole country, and so we talk about some of their biggest concerns, and a lot of people are trying to do some things themselves and then outsource other things. So we really think that these questions dive down into the purpose of every marketing effort, which will allow some firms to do them themselves totally fine, but then also be better positioned to bring in expert help when they need it.
Look at this. We got someone so excited. I can't tell who it is yet, but fantastic. So excited. I agree. And by the way, I will post a link to the conference so you can register for the conference because we are going to sell out most likely. I can't imagine we wouldn't sell out. So make sure you do check it out. So Jordan, you talked about why you picked that and everything, but is there a certain part of it that you could tease that you're a little bit more excited than others?
I'm excited to get back together and see people in person. That's really what I'm looking forward to most after so long of this. You know, thankfully you guys have done such a great job on the Facebook group, but I'm excited to have some incorrectly sliced bagels and coffee and see people face to face.
Man, well, so it's so funny. So for those of you that don't know, what Jordan's talking about is in St. Louis, it's a thing for us to bread slice the bagels. So most people, slice it in half, but it's fantastic if you bread slice it because then you can dip that at Breadco. You can actually, we call it Breadco. It was St. Louis Breadco. Now it's Panera Bread, but in St. Louis, it's still called St. Louis Bread Company. But you can actually dip your little pieces of bagel into the cream cheese. It is fantastic. Hold on. Whoa, them's fighting words about the yeah, exactly. You're
Hey,
completely
I'm Jewish. This is my only cultural appropriation on cutting bagels the right way.
Did you at least try the bagels?
Oh, of course. I definitely ate the bagel. There's no doubt on
Yes.
that.
And it was so fantastic being able to dip it, admit it. They're bite-sized pieces at that point. You can admit it. You
I
can
have nothing
totally admit it.
to say, so it was.
What'd you?
I have nothing nice to say. No, I mean it was a fine bagel. It's just it's weird.
Oh, you're crazy. You're crazy. So tell us a little bit about how you manage between the practice, practicing law and then the marketing. I mean, are you still practicing law at all?
No. My wife owns the other half of the firm. She's a fantastic attorney. She does most of the practicing, and then obviously we've got a strong team on both sides, which allows me the flexibility to do what I do, which is not work.
So this topic, the 7 essential questions of marketing. I mean, are these things that you apply in your not in your practice, but yeah, I guess in your practice when it comes to marketing, but also in the firms that you represent?
Yep, absolutely. And it's things that a lot of people can do themselves. You know, we understand that depending upon your budget, it's not worth it for some firms to bring in outside help. So I want to provide some really great free information to help people just be better.
Gotcha. And I'm assuming that some of these topics stem from a lot of mistakes that people have made when it comes to marketing.
Certainly. I mean, mostly mistakes that I made before I figured out what I was doing, but definitely.
So without revealing one of the questions, tell me some of the mistakes that you see. So when you come in, I'm assuming someone's tried some marketing, it's not worked well for them. So you come in with LegalEase marketing and you try to help them out. What are some of the big mistakes that you've seen firms make?
The biggest mistake for every firm that we have come across is not really knowing who your ideal client is. So not having an idea, it's not just anybody driving a car. It's not just anybody who gets arrested. The more specific and targeted and niche you get that, the better you can be in the right place, the better you can craft the right message, the better you can find those people, the better you can resonate with them. That's the biggest mistake that I see lawyers making.
So for someone that like has car crash cases and things like that, I mean, how do you narrow down who that target market might be?
The coolest way to do it is go back through your favorite cases, whether that was favorite clients or favorite results, and work your way backwards to see what those things have in common. Maybe your clients had similar demographics. Maybe they had similar jobs. Maybe they got in accidents in a similar area. You're going to find some of those commonalities, and then you start driving into those commonalities more and more, which is interesting because as you get into those niches, so let's say hypothetically, you want people who are hit by an Amazon or FedEx or UPS truck because of the insurance coverage. You'll start getting people calling you with, hey, I know you normally work with people hit by, but would you do me a favor and help out my friend who got hit by, some other vehicle or something along those lines, because you've got that engaging story by niching down.
I 100% agree with you. That's actually that's really fantastic advice. So couldn't agree more. All right, Jordan. So tell people how they can get in touch with you and why are you excited for MaxLawCon? I know you already kind of teased a little bit, but why are you excited and how can people get in touch with you?
Sure. So the easiest places would be on Facebook or on LinkedIn. There's two Jordan Ostroffs. I'm the one with the beard. Or LegalEase Marketing. That's EASE. It is one giant dad joke. LegalEaseMarketing.com. And I'm excited to just get back together. Here's some great insight and wisdom from people. I think all of our practices have been impacted over the last 13 months. Hopefully, by now or by the end of the conference, you'll find that yours was impacted for the better. And that's the hope.
So true. All right, Jordan. Can't wait to see you in St. Louis. Thank you so much, man. We'll see you. Have fun golfing.
Will do. Thanks for having me.
See you, bud.